You've got that face. What happened?
Someone at the gym asked if they could work in with me, and I said yes, and then had absolutely no idea what I had agreed to. I just stood there next to a cable machine for a full minute.
Did you at least look busy?
I stared at my phone so hard I nearly went through it.
I'm Marcus.
And I'm Kayla. Welcome to Almost Fluent.
Today, we're covering American gym culture. Not the workouts themselves, but the social code that nobody writes down anywhere. How to ask to share equipment, what spotting means, and how to ask for it correctly. How group fitness classes actually work socially, and what's going on when people try to make conversation with you between sets.
Let's go back to working in, because I still feel like I handled that badly. What does the phrase actually mean? Because I said yes and then had no idea what I'd agreed to.
So when the gym is busy and someone wants to use a piece of equipment you're already on, they can ask to take turns with you between your sets. You do a set, they do a set. You rest, they rest. Nobody loses their spot on the machine, and you're both getting through your workout.
Mind if I work in?
Exactly. Mind if I work in, or can I work in with you? That's the whole ask. Short, completely standard, and any regular gym goer will understand it immediately. The expected answer is almost always yes. Saying no is a little awkward unless there's a real reason, like you're on a specific timed circuit, and adding someone would break the whole thing.
What about when you don't want to commit to waiting? Like if you need to know how long someone's going to be?
How many sets you got left? That's the one. It's direct, it's normal. Nobody reads it as impatient. If they say 2 or 3, you can decide whether you want to wait or go find something else. It's the gym version of asking how long the wait is at a restaurant.
And I'm guessing there's some kind of weight etiquette if you're taking turns? Because if they have 200 pounds on the bar and I need 80, that's a lot of changing.
There's an unspoken thing where whoever asks to work in takes responsibility for adjusting the weight back. So if you ask to share and their setup is heavier than yours, you change it down for your set and change it back up for theirs. You don't ask them to do it for you. It's a small thing, but it matters.
What about spotting? I've heard the word and had a rough idea, but I've never actually asked for one.
Spotting is when someone stands near you during a heavy lift and is ready to help if you can't finish the rep. The classic situation is bench press. You're pushing a barbell over your chest, and if you hit failure, the spotter catches the bar before it comes down on you. It's a real safety thing, not just a gym buddy system.
And you can ask a stranger?
You can. If you're about to do a heavy set and there's someone nearby who looks experienced, you can just ask, "Hey, do you mind spotting me for a set?" Most people will say yes. It takes 30 seconds of their time, and they understand the situation.
Is there anything you're supposed to tell them before you start? Or do you just get under the bar?
You always tell them how many reps you're going for and what you want them to do if things get hard. Something like, "I'm going for 6. Just touch it if I need you." That last part is important. A spotter who grabs the bar the moment you slow down is actually ruining your set because they're taking the work away from you.
So, just touch it if I need you means don't help unless I actually fail.
Exactly. You want them close, not involved. The best spotters barely move the whole time.
Group fitness classes feel like they should be my area because I do spin and yoga fairly regularly, but I've still walked into situations there that I didn't understand.
What happened?
I showed up early to a Tuesday morning spin class and picked what looked like an unclaimed bike near the front. The instructor quietly pulled me aside before class started and told me that was usually Sarah's bike. I didn't even know that was a concept.
The regular spot system. It's real, and it's taken very seriously in certain classes. People who go to the same class for months or years tend to claim the same spot. Same bike, same mat position, same place at the bar. They don't officially own it, but the social understanding is that it's theirs.
Is there a way to navigate that if you're new to a class?
The safest move is to arrive a few minutes early, tell the instructor it's your first time, and ask where you should set up. Instructors love that question. It means they'll show you somewhere that doesn't step on anyone's territory, and they'll usually check in on you during class.
It also means you're not in the back corner where you can't see anything.
New people always go to the back corner. It feels safe, but it's actually the worst place to learn because you can't see the instructor and you end up copying whoever's in front of you, who might also not know what they're doing. The people in the front row have been going for years. They're not showing off. They just know that's where you can actually see. There's one more piece of gym social life that I think genuinely surprises people, which is the between sets conversation culture. Because there is one, and it has its own rules.
I've always had both headphones in and assumed that ended the matter.
It does, actually. Headphones, especially both ears, are the universal gym signal for, I am not available to talk. Experienced gym people respect that. The only time someone interrupts headphones is for one of those practical questions. Mind if I work in? How many sets? And even then, they'll usually catch your eye first.
What if you don't have headphones and someone does try to chat? Because I've had people start talking to me mid-rest and I never know how long I'm supposed to stay in it.
Keep it short and warm. Answer what they asked, maybe add one sentence, and then glance back at your phone or your notes. That's the signal you're going back to your set. Nobody at the gym expects a full conversation. Even the most social people there know that rests are 60 to 90 seconds, and you're both there to do a thing.
It's like small talk anywhere else. Be warm, match the energy, don't overstay the moment.
The gym just has its own version of it because you're all in the same physical space doing something hard, and there's a kind of low-level camaraderie from that. You're not friends, but you're also not strangers the way people on the street are strangers.
What about personal trainers? Because I've seen people approach a trainer who's not working with anyone and try to ask them things, and I was never sure whether that was okay.
Trainers who are actively with a client are off limits. You don't interrupt a session for anything short of an emergency. But if a trainer is between clients or just moving around the floor on their own, a quick question is fine. The key is keeping it genuinely quick. Sorry to interrupt. Is this form okay? Or do you know if this machine works the glutes or the hamstrings? They're usually happy to help for 30 seconds. What they don't love is someone turning a quick question into a free consultation.
Because at that point, you're getting the service without the relationship.
And they know it. If you want more than a quick answer, the right move is to ask how you'd go about booking a session. That's not pushy, that's just how the transaction is supposed to work. That is our episode on gym and fitness culture in American English. Whether you've been hovering awkwardly next to a cable machine not knowing what working in means, or you've been going to the gym for years and just never had the words for what you already do instinctively, we hope this helped.
Almost all of it comes back to the same principle. Be direct, be brief, and be aware of the people around you. Mind if I work in? Does a lot of social work in 4 words. The gym has its own language, but once you have it, it's a pretty generous place. And the best way to get comfortable with any of this is to keep doing exactly what you're doing right now, listening to real English in real conversation. The more you hear it, the more natural it all starts to feel. So keep tuning in.
She's not wrong. We'll see you in the next episode.
See you next time on Almost Fluent.